Now at 6, the Peoria tribe receives a grant to raise food for its early childhood program. Plus, students headed back to PSU got a look at some part-time job opportunities, and the Joplin Police Department introduces its 2 new canines.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Back to school continues across the 4 states. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. Joplin Public School students headed back to class today. Greeters from KOAM and the Joplin Police Department were on hand to pass out treats to kids arriving at Soaring Heights Elementary. Soaring Heights principal says a lot of work went in to make sure the day got off to a smooth start.
We've been preparing for this day since last year, so a lot of people are involved behind the scenes getting ready for our students to be here, and it takes tremendous teamwork. We are one team with one vision, and we're working together because we believe that united we soar, and it's worth it for our kids.
Administrators tell us 420 students are currently enrolled at Soaring Heights. They expect that number to increase to about 450 by the end of the year. The Peoria tribe in Miami, Oklahoma has received a grant of more than $100,000 to increase access to healthy foods for students in their early childhood program. KOIM's Melissa Alexis has more on how the grant helps.
This upgrade is really exciting because, of course, being a mom of a toddler, they are all about their snacks.
Christina Spriggs is a mom of one who looks forward to her child having more healthy food options at Woodland Academy because the grant money will allow for kitchen expansion and reconstruction.
I keep my daughter's diet as clean as I can, but with the options that we have here locally, it can be really hard to do that sometimes, especially certain times of the year, unless you grow it yourself at home and know what you're putting in it directly.
The grant will help the Early Childhood Center do just that. The new garden will allow them to grow organic food, and they'll be able to buy produce from local sources. The director of Early Childhood, Jolynn Kaiser, says this is beneficial for the health of the children.
Ongoing pesticides are not healthy for children. It's just really difficult to do with huge farms. And so by being able to buy from local farmers, we can avoid all of that and hopefully improve the health outcomes of the children that consume the food here.
Not only is the garden beneficial health-wise, but it will also be educational for the kids to learn about the process of gardening and disconnect from screens.
Watch the produce begin to form and grow and change color. If things like forgetting to water your garden bed, what happens whenever you don't water your plants? They die, but that's a learning opportunity for them as well.
Having the outdoor gardens that the children will be able to have a hand in cultivating their own food, I'm really excited about that. Kids need to be outside. My toddler definitely needs to be outside. She needs to run, put her feet in some dirt and grass.
Peoria Chief Craig Harper says he's proud of the Peoria tribe's commitment to meet the nutritional needs of the community. Reporting in Miami, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
The Woodland Academy serves between 60 and 100 meals a day, and this grant, they say, will help them do that. Nice weather out there. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty.
Yeah, another fantastic day for us today. Temperatures average highs about 90 degrees, and we've been staying below that mark for the past couple days, so another fantastic evening. 83 in Joplin. Pittsburgh is sitting at 82. Let's go to Stockton Lake, sitting at 78, 82 in Neosho, Miami at 82, 83 in Parsons. Yates Center sitting at 84 degrees. As we go through the evening, 80s, 70s, 60s. So we do start to drop off again. A very comfortable night as we drop into lower 60s for overnight lows. We had some clouds kind of work through, had a couple little sprinkles. Besides that, pretty quiet across the Central Plains, and it's going to stay fairly quiet, and the great temperatures sticking around. Let's go into Wednesday. High temps mainly into the mid 80s. Once again, keeping that extreme heat back toward the south and to the west. Now, we are going to see a slow warming trend. We're going to be talking about that all coming up here in just a bit.
See you soon. Students took in a community fair today on the campus of Pitt State. The fair gave local businesses and organizations a chance to introduce themselves to students and showcase their services. The event gave students the opportunity to network, build some new community relationships, and save some money.
I think it's a good opportunity to see things, and you also get like free coupons to the places if you go later, so definitely save money.
Students also had the chance to get some free food, play games at that event as well. Organizations including Local churches, Pizza Hut, military recruitment operations, and others were there. PSU also had another fair today, this one for students and local businesses. The campus featured a part-time job fair. It was a way to bring together students with part-time employers on and off campus. This casual recruiting event was held inside the Crimson and Gold Ballroom in the Student Center. Bass Pro announces more layoffs in their marine division as well as manufacturing plants in Miami, Oklahoma, Lebanon, and Bolivar, Missouri. According to the company, the latter two plants in the Ozarks laid off 10% or about 100 workers. Bass Pro cited the, quote, current economic environment and slowing consumer demand as reasons for the layoffs. The Joplin Police Department today introduced 2 new officers to its force, K9 officers to be precise. K9 Max is an 18-month-old German Shepherd. Officer Ron Donahue is his handler. K9 Bolt is a 16-month-old Belgian Malinois. This is Officer Adam Brandon's third K9 over his Joplin police career. He stresses the importance of the dogs as they assist patrol.
We need these dogs on the streets in Joplin. They're used a lot for narcotic searches, tracking of persons, and all building searches for persons if, the call comes that way.
Captain Will Davis says with the addition of these 2 new dogs on the force, they are back to full K9 staff. High school football season kicks off soon. John Dales has a preview of the Colgan Panthers coming up later in sports. But up first, for some students, a return to school does mean a return to sports. And KOAM's Tanya Bach has advised some of the experts on how kids can avoid and recover from athletic injuries. For a lot of families, back to school means back to fall sports. As a parent, you always want to keep your kids safe, but what if your child is a student athlete? Well, KOAM's Tanya Bach introduces us to a young football player who's ready to get back on the field after a broken bone sidelined him last fall.
You just gotta have fun.
The fun is just beginning for Hayden Murray as the fall football season gets underway.
He's ready for football. He's excited. It's his favorite sport, so he's ready to go far.
Hayden's mother, Ashley, says she's excited to see her 11-year-old don a Purple Dragon jersey again this year and hopes it's an accident-free season, unlike last year.
I was just running and then I kind of twisted my ankle, and then we checked it and it was fractured, and it was sprained a few times too.
It was scary because I've never really, he was one of my first kids with a broken bone.
While Hayden's broken bone only benched him for a couple of weeks, injuries like his are a constant concern for coaches.
Even as a league, we have plenty of kids, but at the same point, we're all about giving them a chance to play and having fun. We want kids to come back and play in purple, and if we have a lot of injuries, I don't think a lot of people would come back.
The Junior Dragons Youth League puts a big focus on hydration and teaches kids proper tackling techniques to prevent concussions. But as in any sport, injuries can always happen. Allison Reed is the manager of sports medicine for Mercy Joplin and Southeast Kansas communities. Her best advice for any athlete is to properly stretch and condition.
They get in the weight room and work out with the team and the coaches, and flexibility is a big one, flexibility and mobility. So making sure they're ready for practices and games is a big one to prevent injuries, making sure they're strong enough.
Reed says it's also important to communicate with your team's trainer and coach.
Luckily, I don't think we've had a concussion in our league in the last 4 years, but I think just recognizing the symptoms, getting everybody on the same page, from the parents to the coaches.
A network that's all on the same team.
What are your goals for the season this year?
Just try harder, have fun, and do what I can do the best.
The best is yet to come. Reporting in Pittsburgh, Kansas, Tanya Bach, KOAM News.
Reed stresses the importance of student athletes checking in with their school's athletic trainer as they are the first line of support. A little bit later, the Cardinals and the Royals try to make that playoff push. John's going to have a preview of tonight's big league matchups coming up for us in sports.
Plus, how long are these nice temperatures going to stick around? We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it turned out to be another great day for us today. Temperatures low to mid 80s, which is below our average for this time of the year. So we'll definitely take that. Looking outside, here's a nice shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex Tower Cam, 7th and Joplin Street. We are looking northeast through downtown. You can see pretty much clear skies. And that's what we're going to see as we go through the overnight hours tonight. Temperatures have been fantastic the past few days. Mid 80s yesterday, low to mid 80s for us today. Still outside, very comfortable. 84 in Independence, 84 in Bonita, 82 in Pittsburgh. Neosho is sitting at 82 degrees. 7th and Rangeline sitting at 83. Easterly winds, a little bit of a breeze at about 10 miles per hour. 80s, 70s, 60s as we go through the evening. Again, very comfortable tonight as our overnight lows are going to be lower 60s by morning. Check it out, 62 to about 64 degrees. Partly sunny skies on your Wednesday, near 80 by noon. I think most of us will get up to 84, 85 degrees during the afternoon. As we go into tomorrow night, temperatures back down, lower 60s once again. Then on Thursday, pretty similar, maybe a notch or two warmer. High temps about 85 to about 87 degrees, which we can definitely handle. So the temperatures stay great as we go through the next 2 days. 64 to start, 77 by noon. High temp right around 86 degrees. We did get some clouds kind of rotate through late morning, early afternoon. We had a couple little sprinkles. Those are all gone, so we're going to stay dry as we go through the evening hours. In fact, there's not a whole bunch going on outside. Big dome of high pressure. Now, as this slowly works toward us over the next few days, we will see a slow warming trend. Now, the next couple days look pretty good, but it inches a little bit closer to us once we get into the weekend. Still rotating around it clockwise, we get some hit and miss showers that pop up. Not a big deal, but some hit and miss showers as we go into the weekend. High pressure stays in charge early next week and then slowly breaks down as we get into the middle of the week. So that's going to keep at least some rain chances around. Let's go ahead and break it down for you the second half of the week. On Thursday into Friday, we do go back into the 90s. Not bad, but back into the 90s. By Friday night into Saturday morning, a few scattered thunderstorms. Saturday afternoon looks okay, still into the mid-90s. Sunday, a few scattered thunderstorms to start, and then by Sunday afternoon, again, mid-90s. So we do jump to that next level. It's just not going to be extreme heat. Chances for thunderstorms stick around. We start to cool back down a little bit early next week. Let's look down the road. So mainly 90s for next week, which isn't bad. It's not extreme heat. Hit and miss chances for thunderstorms just about each and every day next week. As we get into Labor Day weekend, not this weekend, but the following, we actually cool down 70s, 80s for highs. So then it's going to stay cooler for the whole first week of September. And then week 2 and 3 in September, we go above average. So back near 90, if not into lower 90s. But at least we get a little bit of a break starting in about 10 days. 86 tomorrow, 87 on Thursday, 92 on Friday, 95 Saturday. And then those warmer temperatures, hit and miss chances for thunderstorms each day.
But it looks tolerable.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad considering it is August.
We can do it.
You bet. Thanks, Doug. Hey, now you can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, and sports with the KOAM Plus TV streaming app. It's available on Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV Plus, and Roku. Players also available on our news and weather apps, as well as our website. Watch live streaming anytime, anywhere, absolutely free. The KOAM Plus TV streaming app. Still ahead, Pittsburgh State women's soccer holds its second preseason scrimmage, and Colgan Panthers prepare for the 2024 high school football season. John Dales has those stories and more coming up next.
It's day 2 for fall high school sports practices in the state of Kansas, and our 2024 football season previews continue with one of our local schools that put together an undefeated regular season and came within one win of making the state title game a year ago. Colgan has its second practice of the fall season after school gets out this afternoon. The Panthers are coming off an unbeaten regular season, which ended in the Class 1A state semifinals. Despite losing a lot of the starting lineup from that team, the Panthers return a battle-tested group with strong chemistry.
the group we lost last year, we lost a big group of seniors, so we got a lot of starters to replace. We've got a lot of capable guys. There's no doubt about that. We're excited about the guys we've got to step up in those places, but some of them are in new positions, some of them are in new roles, so we're just looking to get better at the basics and really focus on us and getting our stuff installed.
Yeah, with this group at this school, we've been together since kindergarten, first grade, so we've really been able to build a relationship with that just through the summer, like you said, hard work, and we just really bonded together.
Man, it's awesome. We ended the note on a sour year last year, had a tough loss in the playoffs. And, we got a great group of guys returning. I'm just excited to get out there, get on the field, get some games in.
Pittsburgh State women's soccer is gearing up for its inaugural season as an NCAA program. The Gorillas played their second preseason scrimmage this evening. PSU is in Springfield taking on Evangel, who competes at the NAIA level. Things get started at the top of the hour. The Gorillas faced Johnson County Community College in their first scrimmage. That was this Saturday. Neither team has posted a final score from that contest, though. Pitt State's first official game is 2 weeks from Thursday. Over to college football. Well, the future is officially here. Oklahoma State Athletics announces this morning the Cowboy football team will sport 1.5 square inch QR codes on the back of each player's helmet. This links to the school's NIL funds in an effort to raise money for the players and for the program. Major League Baseball, we're into the final month and a half of the regular season. The Royals are in prime position to earn a playoff berth. Cardinals, on the other hand, have some work to do. St. Louis, 5 games out of the wild card race. Tonight, the Redbirds begin a 3-game series against the NL Central leading Brewers, who have an 11-game lead on the rest of the division. Milwaukee has won 5 straight entering tonight. Another team that's won 5 straight is the Royals. Game 2 of their series tonight against the Angels is at 7:10. Kansas City's ace Cole Reagans gets the start on the mound. He's won each of the last 3 starts, has a sub-2 ERA in the month of August. The Angels, meanwhile, have lost 6 of their last 7. Back to those Oklahoma State helmets. Yeah. I find it interesting because also they're not going to be visible from the stands. Not like the ref's going to take out his phone and scan the QR code.
I thought the same thing. You've got to be so close to that helmet for that QR code to make a difference.
It's definitely going to be weird seeing that.
I guess maybe the players will be able to send it out to, I don't know. We'll see. We'll be right back. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. Goodman, Missouri. City leaders discuss the city's ongoing police department struggles. Plus, what allergy sufferers need to know about the upcoming fall season in Missouri. And we're going to break down what you need to know about the rising cost of groceries. Those stories, a lot more, of course. It's coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Does this face look familiar to you? I'm not saying anything, but in honor of back to school season here in the 4 states, some of your favorite members of the KOAM team are taking a trip back in time and sharing photos from their school days. We have a quiz on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com, where you can guess who is who. There are a number of photos up there. That one?
Yeah, it looks familiar.
Does it? It looks familiar to me too, but I'm not going to say more than that. I'll let people go online.
I didn't turn one in, so.
So you know who it was. Anyway, weather.
All right, temperatures stay nice over the next couple days. 86 tomorrow, 87 Thursday.
Final sports notes.
We'll have more from the Colgan Panthers tonight. They're trying to make it back to the Final Four.
Very good. See you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.